Ever get that feeling like there's got to be more to life?
Yeah.
Like more than what we see every day. Like maybe there's a deeper connection to nature and the unseen world. Well, today we're going to take a deep dive
Okay.
into the heart of Korean shamanism,
All right.
Miranism.
Cool.
And we'll see if you resonate with this ancient but surprisingly relevant tradition.
What's fascinating about Muism is it's not just some like ancient belief system just stuck in history books, right?
Right.
It continues to influence Korean culture today, like subtly, but it's there, with its emphasis on nature, ancestors, and this world just brimming with spirits.
Yeah, and to explore that, we're turning to the Spiritual Seek and their Murism personality quiz. I'm super excited to unpack these questions, see what insights emerge. What do you think?
I love these quizzes.
Yeah.
They're a great way to just kind of spark that curiosity.
Totally.
And self-reflection. This one in particular, I think, offers a nice glimpse into Murism's core concepts and how they might resonate with, our own individual perspectives.
Exactly. So let's jump right into the first question. It asks, what is the central concept in Muism that represents the universal life force or energy? And the options are A, Yin and Yang, B, Qi or Qi, and C, Hanulnim. So what do you think? Which one, screams Muism to you?
So while Yin and Yang and Hanulnim definitely hold significance in various East Asian traditions, the concept most central to Muism is definitely Qi or Qi. It's that vital energy that flows through everything. It connects us to nature, to each other, to the entire cosmos.
It's like that invisible web of energy.
Yes.
Almost like electric.
Yeah.
Constantly pulsing around us. I felt it, while hiking in the mountains. I feel like I'm part of something much larger.
Yeah.
Would you say that's key at play?
Absolutely.
Is that-
Humanism really emphasizes this deep interconnectedness, and Qi is the very essence of that connection. It's the lifeblood that animates everything,
Right.
from the smallest creature to the vast expanse of the universe.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Okay, on to question 2. This one delves into the realm of connecting with the unseen world.
Okay.
The question is, what ritual practice in Muism involves communicating with ancestral spirits? Is it A, sutra chanting, B, gut, or C, meditation?
Well, while meditation can facilitate spiritual connection,
Oh, I
and
agree.
sutra chanting is common in Buddhist practice,
Yeah.
the ritual specific to communicating with ancestral spirits in Muism is the gut.
Gut. It sounds almost like something you'd feel in your stomach,
It does.
which is interesting considering the importance of intuition in many spiritual traditions.
That's an insightful observation.
Yeah.
The gut, though, is much more than just a feeling.
Yeah.
It's this vibrant ceremony
Oh, wow.
involving music, dancing, offerings, and a shaman, known as a Mudang, acts as a conduit between the world of the living and the spirits of ancestors. It's a powerful expression of that interconnectedness that Muism emphasizes.
Wow, it sounds like a truly immersive experience.
It is.
It's not just about sitting quietly and meditating.
No.
It's about actively engaging with those who came before us.
Exactly. A celebration of lineage, respect for ancestors, and seeking their guidance and blessings for the living. It's a beautiful example of how Muism blends ritual and belief into a lived experience.
Okay, let's move on to question 3. Which deity in Muism is considered the supreme god overseeing heaven? We have A, Buddha, B, Hanulnem, or C, Shiva. Now, I know Buddha is central to Buddhism, and Shiva is a major deity in Hinduism, so I'm guessing the answer lies elsewhere. What do you think?
You are correct. While monism acknowledges a diverse pantheon of
Oh.
spirits and lesser deities, the supreme god reigning over heaven is Hanulnim.
Okay.
And this concept might surprise some, as shamanism is often associated with more localized spirits and nature deities.
It is interesting. It suggests a hierarchy within the spirit world,
Yeah.
with Hanulnem at the top, like the ultimate source of creation and cosmic order. But does this mean Hanulnem is distant and inaccessible compared to the more localized spirits?
Not necessarily. In Muralism, there's this recognition of the divine in all things.
Okay.
While Hanulnim represents the ultimate divine force, lesser spirits and even nature itself are seen as manifestations of that divine energy.
Yeah.
It's about recognizing the sacred in both the grand and the mundane.
That makes sense. It's not about excluding other deities or spirits,
Right.
but acknowledging a larger framework within which they all exist.
Exactly.
Okay, on to question 4. How does Murism view human existence in relation to nature? Is it A, humans are separate from nature, B, humans are part of nature, or C, humans dominate nature? I have a feeling Muism wouldn't see us as the rulers of the natural world.
You're right on the mark. The correct answer is B. Humans are part of nature. In Muism, there's no separation between humanity and the natural world. We're intrinsically connected, like interwoven into the very fabric of existence.
This resonates so much with like the growing awareness of our environmental impact.
Yeah.
It's not about conquering nature, but recognizing our responsibility to live in harmony with it.
Absolutely. Muism emphasizes respect and reciprocity, recognizing that our actions have consequences that ripple through the entire web of life. And it's a powerful reminder, especially in our modern age, where we often feel disconnected from the natural world.
Yeah, it really challenges that modern notion of human exceptionalism.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Muism reminds us that we're not like above or separate from nature.
Right.
But rather an integral part of it.
Yeah. It's a humbling perspective. And speaking of interconnectedness, the next question dives into the role of those who came before us.
Okay.
Question 5 asks, what role do ancestral spirits play in daily life according to Muisist beliefs? Is it A, they help predict the future, B, they guide descendants' decisions, or C, they punish wrongdoers exclusively? I'm getting a feeling it's not about fortune-telling or punishment. What do you think?
It's not. It's more about that guidance and support.
Okay.
So the answer is B, they guide descendants' decisions.
Okay, so it's like having a spiritual council of elders watching over us. Yeah.
Does that mean they're constantly interfering in our lives?
Not necessarily interfering, but offering subtle guidance.
Okay.
Muism suggests that our ancestors remain connected to us, providing wisdom and protection. This guidance might manifest through dreams, intuition, or even signs in nature.
Yeah.
It's about cultivating a relationship with them, seeking their counsel, and honoring their memory.
It's almost like they become part of our like inner compass, you know,
Yeah.
helping us navigate life's complexities.
Yeah.
Does that mean we should always follow their guidance even if it conflicts with our own desires?
It's not about blind obedience,
Okay.
but rather a dialogue.
Yeah.
Muism encourages us to consider their wisdom, weigh it against our own intuition, and ultimately make choices that align with our highest good and the well-being of our community.
That makes sense. It's
Yeah.
about finding that balance
Yeah.
between honoring tradition and forging our own path. Now, the final question in this quiz explores the foundation of ethical behavior in Muism. Question 6 is, what philosophical principle underlies moral conduct within the Muse tradition?
Right.
Is it A, karma alone dictates morality, B, reciprocity governs ethical behavior, or C, predestination determines actions? I'm leaning towards reciprocity based on what we've discussed so far.
Yeah.
Am I on the right track?
You're absolutely right.
Okay.
Answer is B, reciprocity governs ethical behavior.
Okay.
And this principle goes beyond the idea of karma or fate.
Right.
It's about recognizing that our actions have consequences that ripple outward, affecting not just ourselves, but the entire web of existence.
So it's like that butterfly effect.
Yes.
Even seemingly small actions can have far-reaching consequences.
Precisely.
Wow.
Muism reminds us that we're not isolated individuals acting in a vacuum.
Okay.
Every choice we make, every interaction we have sends out energy that impacts the world around us.
That's a powerful thought.
It is.
It encourages us to be mindful of the energy we're putting out into the world.
Yes.
To act with intention and consider the ripple effects of our choices.
Exactly. It's about cultivating a sense of responsibility, not just for our own well-being, but for the well-being of all beings and the natural world.
This principle of reciprocity seems like a crucial takeaway from Muism.
Yeah.
It ties everything together. Our connection to nature, the guidance of our ancestors, and the ethical choices we make in our daily lives.
It really does. It highlights that interconnectedness that's at the heart of Muism. It's a worldview that encourages harmony, balance, and a deep respect for the intricate web of life.
This quiz has sparked so many intriguing insights into Muism. But I'm curious, beyond the quiz itself, what aspects of this tradition stand out to you as particularly relevant in today's world?
What fascinates me is how Muism offers a framework for living in a more mindful and interconnected way. In a world that often feels fragmented and individualistic,
Right.
it reminds us of our inherent connection to nature, to those who came before us, and to the consequences of our actions.
It's like a call to remember that we're part of something larger than ourselves, something ancient and wise that we can still learn from today.
Absolutely. And that's the beauty of exploring traditions like Muism.
Yeah.
They offer glimpses into different ways of being and understanding the world. And even if we don't adopt every belief or practice, they can still enrich our lives and expand our perspectives.
So as we wrap up this part of our deep dive, What would you say is the most important takeaway for our listeners who might be just starting to explore Muivism?
I would encourage them to approach Muivism with a sense of curiosity and openness. It's not about finding the right answers or converting to a new belief system. It's about exploring these ideas, reflecting on their own experiences, and seeing what resonates with them personally.
It's about finding those nuggets of wisdom that speak to our own journey, our own connection to the world. It strikes me that one of the most powerful aspects of Muism is its focus on action. It's not just about believing in certain things, but how those beliefs translate into our daily lives.
Yeah, you hit a key point there. Muirism is a living tradition.
Right.
It's about embodying those principles of interconnectedness and reciprocity in tangible ways. It's about recognizing that every choice we make, every action we take, sends out ripples that affect the world around us.
So it's not just a philosophy to contemplate.
Right.
It's a way of life to practice.
Precisely. It's about finding those moments in our everyday routines where we can make more conscious choices.
Right.
And it can be as simple as just taking a moment to appreciate the beauty of nature or expressing gratitude for the people in our lives.
Yeah. Those small acts of awareness can make a big difference.
Absolutely. And remember, Muirism emphasizes the interconnectedness of all things. So even those seemingly small actions can contribute to a greater sense of harmony and balance.
It's empowering to think that we can make a positive impact, even in subtle ways.
Exactly. Think about the way you interact with your community.
Okay.
Could you volunteer your time or resources to a cause that resonates with you? Could you reach out to someone who might be struggling?
Yeah.
These are all acts of reciprocity that strengthen the web of connection.
It's about shifting our focus from me to we.
Right.
Recognizing that our well-being is intertwined with the well-being of others and the planet.
Precisely. And Deityism offers a beautiful framework for cultivating that sense of interconnectedness.
Yeah.
And living in a way that honors the delicate balance of life.
This deep dive has been so insightful.
Good.
I feel like we've just scratched the surface of Deityism.
Yeah.
But it's already sparked a shift in my perspective.
That's the beauty of exploring these ancient traditions.
Yeah.
They offer glimpses into different ways of understanding the world and our place within it. And even if we don't embrace every aspect, they can still enrich our lives and inspire us to live more mindfully.
So for our listeners who are intrigued by Deityism and want to explore further, what advice would you give them?
I would encourage them to approach it with an open mind and a curious heart.
Okay.
Read about it. Explore the rituals, connect with practitioners if possible, and most importantly, reflect on how these principles resonate with their own experiences.
It's about finding those personal connections.
Yes.
Those nuggets of wisdom that speak to our own individual journey.
Exactly. And remember, Muism is not like a rigid set of rules,
Right.
but a fluid and evolving tradition. It's about finding that sense of harmony and balance within ourselves and in our relationship with the world around us.
Well said. It's been a fascinating journey into the world of Muism.
It has.
I hope our listeners have enjoyed exploring this rich tradition with us.
I hope so too.
That's it for this deep dive. We hope you enjoyed exploring Muism with us. Until next time, keep seeking, keep learning, and keep diving deep.